Welcome to Whachacha's Tabletop World, channel devoted to the love of board gaming. My name is Sweetness Whachacha, and this is a playthrough of Redwood. Okay, so here we are, about to play this lovely little game. I said this recently because I just played Parks, and that's a very similar theme. You're going around, you're enjoying nature, you're taking pictures. This is much the same, although you're not traveling to different national parks across the country. You are traveling in a kind of a designated area here and taking pictures of the wildlife. Really very fascinating little game. It feels a little bit like a dexterity game. It isn't, kind of, I don't know. Now, this is not a tutorial, it's just the solo game. I've taken the liberty of kind of setting it up already. This is the kind of thing where you're just kind of going for a high score. There is in the instruction booklet, and I'll show that in a moment here, there is something that, there's different scenarios. We're going to be doing scenario number 1 here. There's no real, story to it. It's a little bit of a miss, I guess. They could have said like, hey, this is, you're following, because there's a constraint. You must photograph the same animal at least 3 times. So that's, if you don't do that, you lose. So I guess there is a lose condition to it. They could have done something like, like you've tagged this particular animal or something like that. Or, there's some specific reason. So it seems like they could have done a little story to that, but c'est la vie. I randomly picked out number 2, and so I've set it up according to that. So I'm going to set these little cards aside. There's nothing really to shuffle or anything. I usually like to shuffle and stuff before we get started, but there's nothing really to shuffle. You start with the same exact objectives or bonuses each time. But I got a little sidetracked there. Yeah, so the idea is that you're trying to get as many points as possible. You have that 1 lose condition, and then, in this booklet here, it gives you the like 2 high scores from the designers that those are just kind of like a little thing to beat. I kind of remember when I used to, many years ago, I was like 20 years old or something, 22, something like that, 21, something like that. And I managed a movie theater, and they had, a couple of pinball machines in the lobby. And if you ever work for a movie theater, it's basically, you're very busy for 10 or 15 minutes, and then 2 hours, nothing. It was only 4 screens. So it tended to be so you had a lot of time, especially on like the weeknights. It wasn't very busy. You might not even be busy for 15 minutes, but you had a lot of time. So it's sink quarters into these pinball machines to get the high score. And then my assistant manager would come in, and he would he'd play or whatever when I was off, and then I'd come back, and maybe he would have knocked me out. Maybe I'd knock him out, so it was kind of a nice little competition. Reminds me a little bit about that, to see these high scores on the, for the designers. Christopher and Michael. Nothing fancy to drink, just a little iced tea, sweet as my friend from West Virginia will say. Yeah, not much other chit chat. Let's go down to the table here and start looking at things. Okay, so again, this just right here, Christoph, actually, excuse me, and Michael. I think I might have said Christopher a moment ago. 55 and 65 are the scores we're going for. We're not playing the expert game. And then these are the cards to pick out. So let's take a quick look at our bonuses. If we take a picture that is directly across from the sun, we'll get a point. If we have taken a picture of the same animal, we'll get 2 points, one that we've taken before. This actually works very well with this particular scenario, since we're required to take a photo of the same animal. This here, if we're pointed at an animal but do not get it in the picture here, so like this, if we were pointed like this, we'd get that bear. Similarly, we will get, if we partially cover an animal, we'll get 3 points. And then over here, if we manage to get a perfect picture, we get a pine cone. And if we get a yellow flower, we get a pine cone. So some little incentives there. I think the goal, if you could plan, I don't know how much planning you can really do in this, spatially, and maybe if you are have some special ability that you can see spatial things a lot easier, might help you. But I don't know how well you can really plan this. But I do think I should try to get the bear or the elk here, or I guess it's some kind of elk, I think. Maybe a deer. It doesn't look like a deer. I think it's like, okay. But anyway, one of these two worth 3 points. So that's probably the best animal to get multiple shots of. We'll see how I do. I'm not quite sure because, you know, as I say, it seems very hard to... I've not come close. I mean, you know, I've done well, but I've not yet come close to beating their scores. All right, so let's get the first round started. The sun does not move in the first round, so we're going to just start off by picking one of these. Okay, so as I say, one of these two is probably the best to pick. The bear will then move to... He'll move here. And these are actually neighbors. Neighboring shots. So I actually think, in terms of their panorama, so I think maybe the bear is a good one to do because he's here and here. And I can also get a point by being across from the sun. So maybe I should try to shoot, maybe land over here, shoot this way, and then when I move the bear, maybe move him to this spot. Actually, not that spot, maybe this spot. Yeah, I think that seems pretty good. So I probably want to leave. I want to be pointed here though, so I gotta be careful. I wonder if I could get about here, and maybe I can catch both these animals. Let's try that. A little bit risky here. Okay, I've got one. Boy, that's risky to do that. Because that is not a very far. But you know what I'll do? I'm going to take this, and what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to, if I can't cover this one, I can at least maybe partially cover it and get the 3 pine cones here. And that's probably almost better, really. Now I can't go into the lake there, which that would be into the lake. I think that looks pretty good. Again, if you haven't noticed this or don't know about this already, there is some neoprene on the bottom. Very, very cool. So you can just exert light pressure here and you won't lift up. So we're going to put that there. And that's done with that. We'll put this right here, I guess. Okay, so now I think, okay, there's no way I'm getting this guy. So, yeah, that was kind of a silly thing, but I will get the sequoia, which is worth 2 points. So I'm happy with that. But I definitely want to get, oh, I don't quite get the sequoia. That's not great. So can I can get one of these purple flowers. That's too bad. Look at that. I just missed that sequoia. So I'm only going to get 2 things, which is really unfortunate. I can't really, now I could do this, and that would give me actually quite a lot of points. Because I get 1, 2, 3, but that has 4, so it still missed 1. Okay, so actually I think just in terms of winning the game in the long term, I think this is the better thing to do. So we're going to get this, if you can see the bear and the purple, we've just missed that sequoia. Look at that tiny little spot out. Very sad. The bear and the, oh yeah, I went a little out of order here. So we want to take this. I'm going to set my little panorama over here. Really had to back up for this one to really work. But unfortunately, we're going to miss, put the bear right there, his little purple flower right there. And so we've got that. Okay, let's go through. So we're directly across from the sun, so that's going to give us a pine cone. Same animal, we've only taken 1 animal so far. This is not pointed at any animals. We're not covering any animals. And I didn't get a yellow flower, and I didn't get a perfect picture. So in hindsight, it would have been probably better to use this because I could have partially covered him and probably gotten a perfect picture of him. But c'est la vie. Okay, so there's that. Let's take my camera piece off. We will move the bear into his other biome. Now if I put him here, I could get, yeah, I think I should put him here. He's at least clustered with these items, with these things, so I'll move over here. Okay, then we're going to move the sun. And we're ready for our next turn. Moves very quickly. Very, very quickly this does. So quickly, in fact, that you're like, I must be forgetting something, but I'm not. I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, so we're going to, now we know we want this to get him. And we know we want to be in here. I could try to go here and just be pointed at another, because partially covering one actually is really pretty good too. Can I get... Yeah, I think I really am... It's very hard to partially cover. Actually, I think I could, if I can do just to maybe... This piece... I mean, I could try to do that, but I'm not sure I could get in place. So it's either this or this. I think I'm going to take this, and it might be crazy to do this again. I think I'm going to try this, or to do this again. I've done this before. Every time I take this wide angle, I guess is kind of what it's like. I tend to regret it. I like laying these here like this because it makes me think of like your tools, like your like scalpel nurse. You got like your nice little setup here. Okay, so let's put this here. I feel like that's got to be right. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good... It's really hard to tell whether you're going to get this perfect shot or not. Okay, so we completely miss. Let's get this thing in there. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa! We actually just missed this guy, which is a real shame. Look at that. That's like a millimeter. I don't know if you can see that very well. That is a real shame. Okay, well, it is what it is, but let's try to actually take a look here, because I'm pointed at that. That's 3 points, but am I getting... if I point here, though, I'm going to be going back to this, so I think I'm going to do this and try to point at that guy. All right, and we shall see here. This thing doesn't seem like the best. Yeah, okay, so really unfortunate. So we are going to get this, at least, to put here. What have I covered now? A yellow, just one yellow flower. Wow, that was a really, really terrible picture. I'm kind of curious how this one differs. Okay, so that's going to be a lot of missed points, unfortunately. Okay, so am I taking a picture across? So I'm in this biome, so it is, so I get 1 for that. Over here, I did not successfully take that. Here I am pointed at this guy. Here I'm overlapping, so I'm getting 3. Maybe this lens should have indicated to me that I was doing the wrong thing. Over here, a perfect picture. Well, I didn't get the shot, so it doesn't count as a perfect picture. I am covering a yellow, so that does give me 1 more pine cone. Okay, really not a fantastic round for me. Did not go very well, but we're going to try again. So here we go. We're going to go over here. Now, what ideally I'd like a red or a yellow, right, to complete my panorama properly. So I think what I should do is maybe go here and shoot this way to get the bear. So really need to get that bear. Okay, I'm going to choose probably this one and probably, I don't want to, I'm very nervous about missing this guy. So let's put these back, put them in over my little toolbox area. Okay, Okay, so we're gonna put this. Now I can't get that guy, so I can't run into that guy. It is kind of hard to get this out, so it's a little bit of a weird thing there. Okay, so then this. Watch, I missed this bear again. Okay, well I definitely got him this time, but I really want to get that flower as well. Oh, and I just missed the sequoia again. Okay, not going to be the highest scoring game again. I can get, yeah, okay, good. So I've got, again, I can use this string. I can use this string at all, but I'm a little more paranoid since we're doing this together. I want to make sure I do it properly. So I missed this sequoia again, sadly, but I have gotten a red and a yellow. And I've gotten this bear, which is the important thing. If I get him one more time, then I don't lose the game. Okay, so another bear. Oop, this is not right, sorry. This is, oh, and there's only 2 on this one. Okay, well, that's sad. This is such a waste of points here, unfortunately. So here's this. So the yellow for sure, since there's the bonus points for that. Okay, so there's that. We're going to pick this up, and we're going to move this bear back. Now, I'd like to get a red, or excuse me, a blue or a yellow. Whoa, I put, look at that. At least I laid it on top. Now I know that was my one I used. That was a little boo-boo there. Sorry about that. Sorry. So I want to get a blue or a yellow, and he can live in over here. So maybe I should put him maybe here. And then I can get a, yeah, I think I'll move him like here. And there's a bunch of stuff clustered. Oh, I forgot to do this actually. I forgot to do the bonuses. So I just shot into this biome, which is across from that. Wow, I keep getting that bonus. Same animal. I've taken a picture of that bear already. Was I pointed at anyone? Unfortunately, I don't believe I was. I didn't overlap anyone else. I did get a yellow flower, and it was not a perfect picture. Okay, 2, 4. This is 6, 9. We're going to go ahead and make that a little easier to see. I'm getting a lot of bonus points somehow. Okay. Done with this turn, we're going to move to here. So this game is moving along very quickly. These go very, very quickly. So I definitely want him. I think I should just take like this. Although I got to be careful because, again, I want blue or yellow. Because I don't want to. I think we're gonna like take this one. I hope that wasn't a mistake. I'm not sure like how. I think I might need to go, because this is a little hooked piece, and I think it will end me up maybe there. I gotta make sure I can go long enough but also wide enough. I'm tempted to take that. I'm not touching it. That's funny, the rules. Tempted to take this one because it's wide enough, but I'm also a little nervous that I should take maybe the next longer / wider. So let's take this. That's probably a mistake now that I look at it. The one I wanted is actually the one I had here. Okay, so looking at this, okay. So let's put this down. I gotta make sure it's like, I guess I should err on the caution of it being wider. Although I don't think I'm gonna be catching the right biome here, unfortunately. Okay, let's do that. And then this, so I don't have to move this that much. this will go into this biome, and it's actually pointing at that guy, so that'll get me another 2 points. That barely covers that bear. Barely. Waka waka. Okay, unfortunately I can't really cover anything else other than this bear, which is sad. Okay, and this is going to go into this biome. So I'm going to get the yellow, but it's also got 4 things, so I think I'm going to really get beat up on those. Okay, I've got the bear, so now I've avoided losing, and it's 3 points. This bear is like, get away from me, paparazzi. The other downer in here is that I'm not getting a variety of animals, so I've got the bear. That's the only thing I managed to completely cover. So let's go through them. And I haven't gotten the sunshine yet either. Okay, so the picture is adjacent, so I don't get that. Same one, yes, that's happened again. This poor bear, he's tired of me following him around. Pointed at something, yes, so that's 2. I'm pointing at that, what we think is an elk. I'll look that one up or someone can correct me. Not a perfect picture and no yellow, and so that's the end of that. Okay, last round. First I've got to move him, sorry. And this goes here. And then he's going to move back to his regular spot, regular biome. Okay, this is going to move. I'd like to get the sun in the last picture, and I'd like to get something I haven't gotten before. Really gotten beat up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 6 points. Wow. So let's see. What's our best bet here? Gray and yellow again would be the best. Maybe let's try to end up like here. I'm thinking I should go up here and try to get like, use this wide angle one. I'm going to repeat the mistake I made earlier. Yeah, so I'm going to take this long one. I guess I'm kind of in it now, so I might as well, go for broke. These 2 come out. And let's try to get a nice picture in this biome. I do make a real effort to try to connect these, but this is really only not that many points. So maybe that's foolish. Although this... I think I've messed myself over again because I don't think I can totally cover these guys. So we shall see. Come on, buddy. Sometimes it's tough to get these in here. There we go. Okay, I cannot cover him, and I can't cover him, which is very sad. I can, however, that was a bummer. So there is a sequoia here. What else is there here? I mean, I could actually go this way, maybe, and get the gray. I think I'm going to do this, actually, because then I can get the gray. It's only 3 things. Okay, let's try this. So we're going to push this, keep this on camera here. This is a lovely little panorama. Okay, this is wrong, by the way. This is very wrong. This is silly. I am going to move this because I did intentionally get that. I think moving my panorama there, I know that it's technically against the rules, but it doesn't really matter. I guess I could just leave it. I know I'm not supposed to move that, so it doesn't really matter since I made a mistake here, so I guess I'm just going to live with it. I'll just put this here, and I made a little error. I'm going to move these since the game is over and you can just see the panorama a little easier. We'll put this up there. Okay, so I'm covering a sequoia, and a red flower. Red flower and sequoia. Oops. Right. Okay. Now, let's go through sun. It's not in the... It is a cross, so I do get a pine cone. Same animal. I didn't get any animals, like a jerk. Pointed at one. No, I am covering one without completely getting a picture of it, so that's 3 points. Not a yellow and not a perfect picture, so that's the end of that. Okay, so I don't think this is my best game that I've played so far. Let's get a little fresh score sheet here so it won't be confusing. We're going to do, this is scenario number 1. That's me. And let's count them up. So we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 20. That's a lot of bonus points, actually. Animals. So this is 3, 6, 9. Well, actually, I think because of these bonus points, I don't think I did as poorly. And this is types of animals. Okay, again, I've only got one type of animal, which is 0. And then these connections, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0 sun, so that's 0. When I first read the rules of this, I really thought like you were going to get the sun in every single one and you were going to be really easy to bust, but it's actually, I don't really think about the sun at all whenever I play this. Maybe I should. Just one sequoia, which is 2 points, and then we're going to get minus, this is where we're going to beat up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 8. Ouch. Minus 8. So, you know, it's almost I mean, if I didn't have to take a picture of the same animal, it seems like almost it would be better to just fill up the squares. 1 per plant, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's for the expert game. That's for the expert game. And here's our total. 29, 32, 34, 38, 30. Wow, that is brutal. Wah, 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 wah. 30 points. Not the... pretty terrible showing. Okay, well, there you have it. That was a very quick game of solo game. But you know what? We're going to do a quick rematch. And I'm just going to leave everything set up so that it's quicker and easier. And we're going to do a quick rematch. It's like Rocky 2. Come back at him. Apollo Creed, ready to go again. We'll put these, actually, I'll just toss these right off the side. This is a real quick reset. This is one of my little rules, actually. Not rules, I won't say, but like one of my things is like for gaming is if you take the time to set up a game, you should play twice. That's like always my heuristic, as my friend would say. I know that's an actual used word, but there's only one friend that I've heard it say that, and they say it quite a bit. So in my mind, I think, hey, that's his word. And I just got to remember where to put him, because he's the only one I photographed. The bear is 4, so he starts here on the 2. So we're going to use the same card and everything, since everything else is set up. And we're just going to do a literal rematch. Same thing. Can I do worse? that's the question. Can I do worse? Okay. Weird. It's weird because I'm like, wow, am I really ready to start again? This game really is kind of interesting. Like, it's very no muss, no fuss. It almost seems like it could be a party game, you know, if there weren't so many fiddly, you know, rules like these that I think might confuse the non-gamer. Okay, so this time around, we're going to go with the same. I can start at one of these two, I believe. So let's start here, and I'm going to start, and I'm going after this bear again. Or should I do the elk? Let's go for the elk. Okay, so we're going to do... I'm going to try to actually maybe overshoot this elk. I'm going to go really far. And I've learned my lesson with the wider angle. Have I learned my lesson with that? Yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. Foolish though it may be. You're going to get to watch me make all the same exact mistakes. as I was before. Okay, but guess what? That's pretty good. In fact, I can go right there because that is not touching that wildlife, and I'm not quite over the spot. It seems like the part where you could easily move the guy. Okay, or girl. Move your... And for some reason, this one always gets a little stuck on me. There we go. I've made the same exact mistake. Look at that. Okay, let's turn it around. Maybe I can take a picture of this guy. How many are in this? Just 2, and I'm into the sun, which I did not get last time. So... I can get a purple, I can get a sequoia. This is fine. Actually, let's move it like that. Aha. And that's going to be a good score. Although, I need to get up a little bit here. I kind of want to get that sequoia, but I lose the perfect picture, don't I? Ooh, look at that. I've got my perfect picture. I think... No, let's do this. I missed the sequoia. Okay. But I do get, so I get this guy, this little marmot. I get purple, and I get him. I really guess I should have figured these animals out ahead of time. Really looked into that's a beaver. This little guy looks like, yeah. Okay, so I've got him, and I've got a purple flower. Yeah. Okay. I am definitely pointed at this biome. Okay. These are going to go on here, and let's go through it. Adjacent to the sun, don't get that. Same animal, irrelevant right now. I am, I believe, pointed at this guy. Yep. I'm going to get 2 points off of that. I'm covering this guy's legs. So that's 3 points. So that's 5. 5 pine cones. And then I'm not covering the yellow, and I do have a perfect picture, which is getting me another point. So I'm actually going to take the 6 pine cones. All right, so that was actually not too bad. It's hilarious that I made the same exact mistake. And we're going to move this little guy. He's going to go... Where is he? He's over here. So now I'm kind of committed to taking a picture of this guy, I think. And I wonder, can I get both of these? That's the question. I almost did something with that, which I don't know why. Okay, let's speed it along here a little bit. And I'm going to try... I wanted to move some of those to see them easier, but I don't think I can. Okay, we're going to take this guy, and I'm going to try to get I definitely need to get him. And if I overlap him, I think that's okay. So I should probably take the longest one. Yes. So I'm going to take this one here. Okay, I'm going to put these 2 back. And now, since I'm touching them, I'm going to move these so they can be seen a little easier. My little workbench, my little toolbox. Okay. All right, so we're going to go, and now if I can get blue or green, that'd be great. But I kind of want to slightly cover that bear if I can. So let's do that. Oops. She can go here. I will someday master that. Okay, whoops. And we are going to, oh, almost a perfect shot. That's too bad. But do I get anything else with this? Purple. And now if I wanted to, I could actually point it. No, I cannot. I cannot point it into the green. So, okay, just, and I can't cover that sequoia. Okay, so I'm definitely into the gray, which is not what I need. I did get him and the purple flower. But I'm digging these purple flowers. Purple is my favorite color. I think I might even be doing worse than I did last time. I started out making the same exact mistake. Very, very amusing. And here's my little friend. Doesn't really matter where you put him on this thing, I guess. Although, you know, I should put the plant growing somewhat straight up. Okay, those two. And let's go through it now. It is the gray biome, which is next to this. I don't get that. It's the same animal. I get 2. I'm not pointed on anything. I am covering somebody, so that's 3, partially. And not yellow, not a perfect shot. Ooh, so close to the perfect shot. So that is that. I'm going to take this up, and then he's going to go back to his home over here. And I kind of want to put him, I wonder if I just like literally backed up a little bit and used a different, I'm going to put him next to this sequoia. I'd love to try to get a picture of that sequoia. So let's try that. Okay, so again, not doing too bad with the bonus points here. We're going to go to here. And I think I just want that short move. And if I go into the blue, that's good, and I'll get 3. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to take this short move, and I think I'm just going to take, I wonder how far it is to try to get. I'm going to take this just because I wonder if I can try to get a perfect shot using it, even though that's 1 point. And these guys can go back. Okay. Put that down for a second. I really want the sequoia in there. Can I actually overlap this again? Probably not. I think I might have messed up again though. I don't think this is long enough maybe. So I'm kind of tempted to do this to overlap that, but I'm afraid I'm going to miss this guy completely and then I'm going to be in trouble. All right. There we are. I think I might have missed him again, but no, I think I did get him. Okay, so we're going to do that. That's covering the sequoia, and I'm covering him. I can't quite get, oh, I can get this purple. Yeah, there we go. And that's still, I got the sequoia, a perfect shot, and that purple. Okay, so this goes here. I get the sequoia, the purple, and my old friend. The bear is delighted that I've left him alone this game. He's like, thank you. I'm really just, I got errands to run. I don't really want you going to the grocery store with me. He's wearing like a baseball cap and a pair of sunglasses to try to look incognito. That sequoia will be good for some points. Okay, so let's go through it. It's opposite the sun, so I get this point. It's the same animal as before, which is 2, so that's 3 more points. I'm not pointed at anybody, I'm not covering anybody, and it's not a yellow, but it is a perfect shot. So that's 1 point. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so on to the next turn. So I could leave him alone now, and I really should, honestly, to get some more variety of animals. This is going to go to here. It is really amazing to me that that happens and then it's just ready to go again. Okay, so I would like yellow. Actually looks like yellow or yellow. He's worth 3 points. I wonder if I should just try to get him. Yellow's got 4 though. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna try to go a little wider, and maybe I can either point at or overlap my friend that I said I was gonna leave alone. Oh, that was an error. Look at that. I must have put what I used back, and I think maybe this was the one I had gotten before, because I think that's the one I wanted before. So I'm gonna take this one instead, which is the next best thing. I'm guessing this is the one I took before. So that was a little mistake. I almost did that before, and I actually did it this time. But I do want to point at, Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Probably not going to get the whole guy if I do that. Let's flip this around. Does that make a difference? Maybe. I might be able to point at him. So I think, but that's not going to get me the sequoia. It will point me into yellow. Let's try that. Oops. All right, we'll leave that alone. And then we'll put this here. Okay, that's good because I'm overlapping. That's another 3 points. But in order to catch this guy, I'm really only getting a purple flower and him. That's sad. Okay, so we're gonna do this, which I guess we'll put here. And we're getting a purple flower and this elk. We thought we were, or whatever we think it is, or elk. Okay, all right, so we're opposite the sun, yes, 1. Same animal, negative. Pointed at an animal that we're not touching, no. This overlapping animal, that's 3. Not a perfect picture, and no yellow. Man, I really am into those purple flowers this game. Okay, again, I think I'm getting most of my points from bonus points. Maybe I should be thinking about things differently. Okay, so now we're going to go to the final turn here. And what do we want this time? We got most of the spaces filled, which was our big error last time. But blue or yellow is probably the best way to go. Blue, which is where I'm standing now. I wonder... Yeah, I think I should just take a picture of this elk again and try to go into yellow. And maybe I can cover that yellow flower, which is worth 2 points. It's worth just as much as a sequoia. Actually, instead of trying to get these sequoias, maybe I should have been thinking about the yellow. Or is it worth getting that? What's the points spread for getting a 3rd animal? 2 extra points. All right, I'm going to do... Should I do my old way to lose? One of these times I kind of want to take that again. I don't know what it is about that lens. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. But I think I am going to do that. Let's take this. Oh boy. Is that insane? I think I'm going to try this one. Just out of curiosity, I am just kind of curious how much farther. That actually does go out a little bit farther, so I think that was the right choice, maybe. Okay, so we're going to go like this. And I'm not I'm not touching that or overlapping him. So this is going to be good here. Okay. And these two go back. Oh my God, I did it again. All right, well, guess what? We're going to cover over this guy instead, because actually blue is good for us. Okay, well, and can I get anything else in here? One, I can get the Sequoia. Sequoia, red, and our old friend we said we were going to leave alone. The old marmot. Red and Sequoia. Okay, so this will go here, which again, same thing as last time. We're going to move that over. Slide this down, and put these two and this little guy. Right? And then we're going to go through. Is this across from? No. Same animal? Sure is. Sure is. Point at anybody? No. Overlapping anybody? No. Not a perfect picture. It's very sad. Okay, so what do you think? You think I did a little better than last time? I have my doubts. If any, it's a little better, but I don't know. I do actually think I must have, because I've not covered 3 of these spaces, so not getting the negatives and getting the positives for that, but I don't think I got quite as many bonus points, but we'll see. Okay. Scenario 1, still doing it. Not beating that high score, though. I don't think that's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15. 2, 4, 5, 21. Yeah, 1 point more than last time. Animal points. Oh, here's the difference, though. Last time I got all the bear, so he was 3 points. So this is going to actually be a little choose. Okay, so this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. Okay, 2 different kinds of animals. 1 additional point. Whoa. Again, maybe that this scenario is you're required to get the same one 3 times. Maybe it's a little easier to score higher if you don't. 1, 2, 3. 3 matching, which is 10 points. Hold the show here for a second. I did this incorrectly. It's 1, 2, 3. So 3. This should have been 10 points, which would actually be 37. So I incorrectly scored that. Interesting. Okay, the sun. We still got 0 sun. And sequoias. 1, 2. That's 4 points. Spaces not used. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So minus 3. 1 per flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not using this for this game either. And now we're ready for our total. 21, 32, 33, 43, 47, 44, 49. How is that possible? Is that really right? I'm 12 points up. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 points and all the minuses that I didn't get. Wow. So 49, a lot more respectable. Let's see how we did against Christoph and Mikhail, maybe. 55 or 65. So a lot more respectable, but still I think we can see that I'm not very good at this. If you're looking for someone to destroy at this game, maybe find me somewhere sometime, and you can feel pretty good at your victory, about your victory. Yeah, so that's my little playthrough of Redwood. Hopefully this gives you an idea as to whether or not you would enjoy this game. Look out for I'll be doing my thoughts on this. I don't know if I have an overview or not. There's a lot of overviews out there, so maybe not. But yeah, a very nice little theme. Kind of fun to do this right back to back with Parks. Feel very wholesome. A very wholesome time. Well, thanks for joining me again, and for now, I gotta roll.